Good evening. Welcome to this edition of Northeast Diary. Here we bring you the latest developments from India's unexplored Northeast region on the occasion of Kartik Purnima and the 552nd birth anniversary of Guru Nanak Dev, popularly known as Guru Parav or Guru Nanak Jayanthi, which has been celebrated all over the country on the 19th of November 2021. We will go over to Dibrugarh and Shillong, where the Sikh festival has been celebrated, extending the message of peace, brotherhood and progress. Today we will also meet Padam Shri and Sangeet Natak Academy awardee, the renowned literature from Mizoram, Shri Lalthang Phala Shiloh. Guru Nanak Jayanti, also known as Prakash Utsav, is one of the most sacred festivals of Sikhism, celebrates the birth of the first Sikh Guru, Guru Nanak Dev, the founder of Sikhism. Guru Nanak Dev set up a unique spiritual, social and political platform based on equality, fraternity, love, goodness and virtue. On this auspicious day, devotees offer prayers and seek blessings of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. More on this from a Shillong correspondent, Rustam.
The Sikh community based in Meghalaya is all geared up to celebrate Guru Purab on the 19th of this month. The Sikh Center Sri Guru Singh Sabha, located in the capital city Shillong, is well prepared for the grand day, which is the most sacred and important festivals of the Sikh community all across the globe. Following all COVID-19 protocols laid down by the state authorities, the Shillong Gurudwara is making special preparations for the big day. While not many of the devotees will be allowed to sit in the main prayer hall, Dr. Kamaljit Singh Sardev of Shillong Gurudwara says it is preferable if the devotees are vaccinated.
Just like last year, we're still facing the same issues. This time, since the SOPs are slightly on the relaxed side, we did have a meeting with the administration, with the DC, East Khasi Hills, and we have taken permission from her for the Gurpurab, wherein the devotees will be coming as usual, and the seating capacity of the main prayer hall is around 300. But the SOPs say that about 50% are allowed, so we will allow only that much. And most of the people, we will have to request them not to keep sitting on. Maybe they will sit there and for a little while, and then they'll have to move out towards the langar side. 10 people, security people will be there. They will be managing all the social distancing aspect. See, when the places of worship had opened, the SOP said that all the persons entering should be vaccinated, either 1 or 2 doses. And persons below 18 years of age, not allowed. But that has been slightly relaxed for this time. We would prefer if people are vaccinated, at least with 1 dose. But for the people who are below 18, we will have to take a call on what can be done.
Proper security arrangements have been made by the Shillong Gurudwara for this occasion. This is Rustam for Northeast Diary from AIR News Shillong.
Along with different parts of the country, Dibrugarh too is going to celebrate the 552nd birth anniversary of Guru Nanak Dev on the occasion of Guru Nanak Jayanti on the 19th of November, Friday. Our correspondent from Dibrugarh, Pranab Kumar Nath, gives us a detailed report.
The celebrations of Guru Purab or Guru Nanak Jayanti will be celebrated in the Sri Guru Singh Sabha Gurudwara in the 80 Road in Dibrugarh city, and another situated in Muran town in Dibrugarh district. Sri Gurdeep Singh, president of Sabha Gurudwara, said the holy Akhand Path has already been started from 9th November and will be continued till Friday with Bhog and Seva by different satsang groups. The 14-day-long daily Prabhat Pheri organized by different devotees has been continuing from 4th November, and the occasion will continue till Nanak Jayanti with Gurpurab program along with special devotional events. A special Nagar Kirtan with Guru Ka Langar was also organized on Sunday. On the Nanak Jayanti day, the event schedule will start at 9 a.m. with Bhog to Akhand Path Sahib Ji, which will be followed by Kirtan Darbar by Gyani Balvinder Singh Ji Rangila Chandigarh Wale and Deep Mala program. Similarly, the most sacred occasion of the Sikh faith will also be celebrated at the Haflong Gurudwara, located at the heart of Haflong town, said Nirmal Singh, the secretary of Haflong Gurudwara, for which various activities like cleaning of the Gurudwara premises and other such activities including special prayers are being organized. On the very day, long program will start in the premises of Haflong Gurdwara with prayer, kirtan and ardas, where people from the Sikh and other community will take part, said Mr. Singh. He also added that in the Haflong, only a few Sikh families are there, but every year we organized the various programs on the occasion of Guru Nanak birthday, where many people from other communities, including defense personnel, Assam Rifles, CRPF based in Haflong, also take part. On the day, Guru Kalangad will be served to all the people that visit the Gurudwara. The Sikh community people will celebrate the holy occasion abiding by all the COVID-19 protocols. Every year, the celebration of Guru Purab or Prakash Utsav, which is also known as Guru Nanak Jayanthi, is marked in Purnima Tithi, that is full moon, in the Kartik month of the Hindu calendar. This is Ramya with Pranab Kumar Nath from Dibrugarh and Monsoon Singh from Haflong for Northeast Diary.
The northeast region of India has a favorable climatic condition for many plants and species. In today's Northeast Diary, we bring you a story about the successful farming of Kiwifruit in Ukrule district of Manipur. Our correspondent from Manipur gives us a detailed report.
Kiwis are small fruit that pack with a lot of flavor and plenty of health benefits. The plant can be grown at 800 to 2500 meter above sea level, having annual rainfall of 150 centimeter. Planting is usually done in the month of February to March, and kiwi vine starts bearing fruit at the age of 4 to 5 years. The kiwi fruit farming in Ukrule district of Manipur started some year ago, and now more than 100 kiwi growers are actively involved in kiwi farming. The kiwi fruit produced in the district have a fuzzy, dun brown skin and bright green flesh. This year, the kiwi growers of Ukrule district have increased the production, and the fruit are sold in the nook and corner of the state. Speaking to Northeast Diary, the kiwi grower from Ukrule district sparks a similar fact that many young farmers are attracted to the kiwi farming in the district.
I am Artex A. Shimre. I have about 100 plants, of which 40 of them have started fruiting. I have been able to produce about 2,000 kilos, and we locally sell here at the rate of 100 rupees per kilo, which fetch me about 20,000 per year. In Ukrule district, there may be around 100 plus kiwi growers farmers, and some of them are doing very well. They have been able to earn around 1 to 2 lakhs per year. We have the temperate climate, we have the soil condition, we have the monsoon rain that gives us good water source for plantation of kiwi. And I would like to encourage the young entrepreneurs and farmers to go for kiwi farming. In fact, the health benefits is such that it has lots of medicinal values which helps us even to the extent of combating COVID.
The kiwi farming in Ukrule district has good prospects due to its suitable climatic conditions. Some of the organizations like Indian Council of Agriculture and Research, ICAR, Krishi Vigyan Kendra, KVK are imparting knowledge on kiwi farming to the enthusiastic farmers from time to time. JJ Thopsong from Imphal for AIR News, Northeast Diary.
Built in 16 months, the 1.20 crore rupees project, the People's Bridge, a 70-feet bridge over Injang River in Twensang district of Nagaland, was inaugurated by Nagaland Chief Minister Nephew Rio on November 9th. More details on this from a correspondent, Hasuno.
The idea of the bridge took place in 2014 when 8 villagers who lived across Injung River realized that they could reduce their 3 hours journey to the nearest primary health center at Longpang to a less than 10 kilometers with a bridge. With this realization, the community built a bridge using locally available resources, but it was washed away by floodwaters in the following monsoon. Undeterred by the loss, the community once again built a second bridge, this time at a safer location downstream. The village councils and church stood the lead for building the second bridge, and SH's mothers and members of the Mothers Club came together to support the initiative. Young people came to help paint the bridge, and many churches came to help in constructing wooden culverts on the Lind Road. Women SHs and other villagers stepped in to help, often spending the days breaking stone chips for the bridge abutment construction, among others. through the Illiterate Christian Society, which helped mobilize the support to build this bridge, a massive convergence effort was initiated between the community, various state departments such as PWDs, PHED, PROs, DEF Tunsang, Assam Rifles, the local MLA, individual donors, and friends of Illiterate Christian Society, as well as its funders, the Hans Foundation, who put in almost 60% of the cost, and the People's Bridge was finally completed. The Link Road and the bridge is a perfect example on how convergence of state, funders, and the community can do wonders. For Northeast Diary, this is Asonyo from AIR News, Kohima.
Border Roads Organization is conducting an BRO motorcycle expedition. Union Defence Minister Rajnath Singh flagged off the motorcycle expedition from Delhi on October 14th last month. The expedition team reached Arunachal Pradesh last week. A report.
The India at 75 BRO motorcycle expedition reached Itanagar last week. It was flagged off from Itanagar by Arunachal Pradesh Deputy Chief Minister Chawna Main at a small function held at Raj Bhavan helipad on Thursday last week. The expedition will cover 20,000 kilometers over 75 days with more than 75 riders of all ranks of BRO. The expedition will be finally flagged in at Delhi on December 27, 2021. Colonel Asim Saxena, Director Planning, Project Arunak under BRO, has informed that the expedition has both social and military themes. It aims to motivate youth to join the elite BRO and also to interact with gallantry awardees, ESM and war widows en route.
मैं कर्नल असीम सक्सेना हूँ, डायरेक्टर प्लानिंग, हेडक्वार्टर चीफ इंजीनियर प्रोजेक्ट अरुणांक। प्रोजेक्ट अरुणांक अरुणाचल प्रदेश के अपर सुबनसिरी डिस्ट्रिक्ट में रोड कंस्ट्रक्शन के लिए जिम्मेदार है एंड यहाँ पे हमारी जो टास्क फोर्सेस हैं वो रोड कंस्ट्रक्शन एंड मेंटेनेंस का काम कर रही हैं। 14 अक्टूबर 2021 को दिल्ली में माननीय रक्षा मंत्री ने इस बीआरओ के मोटरसाइकिल एक्सपीडिशन को फ्लैग ऑफ किया था एंड इस एक्सपीडिशन का जो उद्देश्य है, पर्पज है, वो है भारत की आजादी के अमृत महोत्सव के समय पूरे देश में 75 बाइकर्स के द्वारा करीब 20,000 किलोमीटर की दूरी को कवर करना और इस दूरी को कवर करते हुए नेशनल इंटीग्रेशन, आत्मनिर्भर भारत और रोड सेफ्टी मेजर्स के बारे में मैसेजेस देना है। जो ये टीम है ये हर जगह पे जाके जहाँ जहाँ बॉर्डर रोड्स काम कर रही है वहाँ पे आउटरीच प्रोग्राम्स कर रहे हैं जिसमें ये लोग स्टूडेंट से जाके मिल रहे हैं, कॉमन पीपल से जाके मिल रहे हैं, उनको रोड सेफ्टी कैंपेन के बारे में बता रहे हैं, वो कहीं पे मेडिकल कैंप कर रहे हैं, कहीं पे ये लोग ऑर्फनेजेस में गए हैं और वहाँ पे उन लोगों ने उनके साथ में इंटरेक्शन किया है। इसी तरह से इस कंप्लीट रूट में जितने भी एक्स सर्विसमैन या वॉर विडोज हैं या गैलेंट्री अवार्ड विनर्स हैं, ये लोग उनसे भी इंटरेक्ट कर रहे हैं। तो पर्पज पूरा ये है कि नेशनल इंटीग्रेशन, नेशनल हार्मनी को कवर करना है। जो बीआरओ ने, जो कि करीब 60 साल पुरानी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, उसने जितने काम देश में किए हैं उनको हाईलाइट करना है और साथ के साथ ही मोटिवेट करना है जो यूथ है उनको, जिससे कि ज्यादा से ज्यादा लोग नेशन बिल्डिंग के लिए जुड़े।
The expedition is being conducted in 7 lakes. Arunachal Pradesh is crossed in the Lake 3, which commenced at Siliguri on November 5. The fourth leg of the expedition started from Dumduma in Assam on November 14. For Northeast Diary, this is Rakesh Dole, AIR News, Itanagar.
Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi has released the first installment worth over rupees 709 crore of Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin for over 1.47 lakh beneficiaries of Tripura via video conferencing on the 14th of November 2021. A report from our Agartala correspondent Reena Nongmaithang.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi on 14th of November has transferred the first installment of Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin PMAYG worth more than 709 crore rupees, which were credited directly to the bank accounts of more than 1.47 lakh beneficiaries of Tripura via video conferencing. Following Prime Minister's intervention, taking into account the unique geoclimatic condition of Tripura, the definition of Kacha house has been changed specifically for the state, which has enabled such a large number of beneficiaries living in Kacha houses to get assistance to construct a Pakka house. According to a statement of PMO, the concept of Kacha house, one with building made of bamboo, clay, grass, flax, stones, mulch, crop leftovers and other materials has been altered specifically for Tripura in light of the state's unique geoclimatic conditions. It further said that this was done as a result of the Prime Minister's direct participation, and it has enabled a huge number of beneficiaries living in Kacha dwellings in the state to receive assistance in building a Pakka house consisting of strong structures made of wood, brick, cement, iron rods and steel. Under the national government's flagship Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Urban Scheme, Tripura was named the best performing state in the northeastern region and hilly states category last year. The PMAY scheme now strives to improve the lives of rural beneficiaries as well. For Northeast Diary, this is Rina Nongmaithem from Magatala.
In today's episode, in a Personality of the Week section, we bring you a detailed discussion with a renowned literateur of Mizoram, Sri Lalthang Phala Shiloh. He has contributed to education, literature, forest and wildlife conservation, as well as social services. Northeast Diary has taken a detailed interview of Mr. Shiloh over his works in literature and also about his initiative in saving his mother tongue Mizo. Mr. Shiloh is also an awardee of Padma Shri 2009 and Sangeet Natak Academy Award. He has been interviewed by a correspondent from Aizawl, Mr. Isaac.
Lalthang Phala Shiloh is an educationist, short story writer, playwright and a former president of the apex Mizo literary body, Mizo Academy of Letters. Born in 1933, Lalthang Phala Shiloh is a learned personality in the field of education and literature in Mizoram. He has written several books and plays and articles in Mizo language. His published books and plays depict tales of the Mizo chieftain's struggle against the foreign aggression of 16th and 17th centuries. Shiloh is a staunch supporter of wildlife conservation, and in his writings, he has highlighted moral lessons on environment and wildlife conservation. The Government of India awarded him Padma Shri in 2009 for his contribution to education and literature. He also received Sangeet Natak Academy Award on Playwright and Bharat Adivasi Award. We are immensely happy that Mr. Lalthang Phala Shiloh is here with us to share his experience of his journey along the path of education and literature. Welcome, sir.
Sir, first of all, please you tell us in which year you started writing and how old were you then?
Started writing in the year 1951. I was 18 years old at that time. But now I am 88 years old.
So what motivated you in writing?
I got inspiration by listening to Mizo songwriters and English poets like Wordsworth, Shelley and John Keats. Reading dramas by the great dramatists like William Shakespeare and Sheridan.
We know that Sang Il Leng was the first play drama written in Mizo, and it was your work, of course. How many plays have you written, and please name a few titles?
I have written 17 plays, some of which are number 1 Sang Il Leng, number 2 Liande Vateu Now. This play is about two orphan brothers. Number 3 Sualman Thina, that is the price of sin is death. And the 4 Thang Lianalen, the invasion of South Mizoram by the British in the year 1871-72. Number 5 Kalkamalalian Punga, that is the second invasion of Mizoram by the British in 1890.
In your plays, can you specify genre of type of each piece of writing, or are the plots of the storyline of your dramas based on real story?
Two of my dramas, Thang Lianalen and Kalkamalalian Punga, are based on real incidents. These plays portray the Mizo Shiloh chiefs sacrifice their life and fought against the British invaders with all their might to protect their villages and the country. Number 1, Thang Lianalen is based on the British invasion of the Lusai Hills, which took place in the year 1871-72 during the cold season in the South Mizoram. During this cold season, Mizoram was invaded by the British soldiers who were divided into two columns. The northern columns, Kachar column, and southern column, Chittagong columns. The northern column was led by General Borchier. The southern column, Chittagong column, was led by General Brownlow, who was repelled by Shiloh chief. namely Savunga and his brothers. Brownlow's men used mountain battery and burnt all the 10 villages of Savunga, Shiloh and his brothers with the use of mountain guns. They slaughtered all domestic animals and burnt their granaries. General Brownlow even stayed for a period of 1 month in Savunga's village. After Savunga surrendered, all other chiefs, the descendants of Raulura, did not dare to fight back the British, and therefore the British army retreated. Secondly, in my drama Kalkama Le Lianpunga, the British army invaded Mizoram, then the Lusai Hills, for the second time in the year 1890. This time they came for permanent occupation of Lusai Hills. They constructed fort at Aizol and Sansil. Kalkama and Lianpunga and their brother chiefs killed Captain Brown and attacked the British forces in order to evict them, to drive them out from the Lusai Hills. However, in October 1890, the enforcement came to Mizoram to help the British forces. The Shiloh chiefs, Kalkama and Lianpunga, were captured, and these two chiefs were deported for life.
Sir, do you think your plays give only entertainment to people or more than that of entertaining?
Yes, my plays are giving entertainment and inspire the people towards social commitment, such as upliftment of women and the removal of some of the former customs.
Sir, you have got recognition and awards from the state and national institutions. Which recognition have given you the best feeling of pride?
Sangeet Natak Academy Award for playwriting and the Padma Shri Award have given me the best feeling of pride.
You have parallel involvement in different forums of fictions, drama and poems in the state and outside. How many of works have been published so far?
I have published 17 dramas and over 50 poems, several articles and essays, and also read a number of papers in the national seminar.
We have seen protection of wildlife in most of your literature. Why? Are you focusing on tales and context of wildlife protection?
I was in fact involved in the destruction of wildlife until the year 1965. One morning I shot down a beautiful wood pigeon perching on a tree, which immediately fell down in a swirling movement. This incident made me reflect on my action. Then I realized that it was not because of my hunger for meat, but because I derived pleasure by killing the wildlife. I regret for what I have done and came back from the jungle, from the forest, and from then onwards I never laid my hands on any wild animals or birds again. From then on, I also told my kins and friends not to kill animals. All of my children and grandchildren, my students, my friends, followed my example of conservation of forests and wildlife.
We have seen that you have worked for the upliftment of Mizo language. How important it is to protect Mizo language for the younger generations?
The UNESCO of United Nations believes that many languages, including Mizo language of the Northeast India, are to be extinct. I was the president of Mizo Academy of Letters from 1988 up to the end of 2017. The Mizo Academy of Letters during my term and afterwards tried our best to protect Mizo language and tried to promote the correct form of Mizo language in literature. We organized seminars, symposiums, and meet the author program in different parts of Mizoram and also in the neighboring states of Manipur, Assam, and Tripura, and even in Burma. Some of these seminars and programs are organized in collaboration with Sahitya Academy and Sangeet Natak Academy. We also publish monthly literary journals
Thank you, sir, for such an elaboration interaction that have enriched us too. We pray for your good health and present us more and more literary work in the coming days.
Yes, thank you very much.
For Notice Diary, this is Isaac from Aizawl.
And now let us endeavour to know more about the special places that are nestled in the cozy corners of India's northeast. Today we take you to the land of tradition, Phek district in Nagaland, the land of rivers, lakes and rolling hills.
This evening, we take you to the land of tradition, Phek district in Nagaland. Covered with dense forest, Phek boasts of rich flora and fauna and a travel destination that will soothe your mind and body. The land of rivers, lake and rolling hills, Phek is truly one of the top attractions of Nagaland for those who seek solitude amidst pristine nature. Phek is a district in Nagaland that is landlocked and shares boundary with Myanmar in the east, Manipur in the south, Kohima district in the west, Zunheboto and Tuensang districts in the north. Adorned with rich flora and fauna, Phek is home to one-of-its-kind pheasant called Blitz tragopan and some rare species of orchids. It is reckoned that 90% of the district is covered with forest and thus it makes an ideal travel destination for nature lovers and wildlife tourists. The literal meaning of Phek is watchtower that originated from the word Phekrekedse, inhabited by Chakusang and Pochuri. Phek is a land of many festivals as well, amongst which Kuthonye, Thurinye, Turhinye, Nungye, Tukhanye and Sukronye are a delight to witness. There are also at least 5 linguistic groups in the district, namely the Chokri, the Keza, the Pochuri, the Sapu and the Semas. Agriculture is the main occupation in the district. Jhum cultivation and terrace rice cultivation is predominant. The main crops are rice, maize, millets, etc. Besides the agriculture varieties of vegetables found in the district, people are also engaged in salt making in Meluri area, paddy cum fish rearing, making fruit juice and others. Apart from this, the top attraction of Phek includes the handicraft. Locals of Phek are believed to earn their livelihood by making baskets and furniture from bamboo. They are also known to indulge in activities like pot making, weaving, fishing, wood carving and horticulture to sustain their living. Through Phek flows many rivers like Tizo, Lanye and Sedzo. Apart from these, the major tourist attractions are the lakes of Shiloh, Chida and Zudo. Another top attractions in Phek is Futsero, which is known for its apple orchards, green farms of cabbage, spring onion and garlic. For history lovers, the district offers a heritage village called Kezakino, which is reckoned to be the originating place of many tribes in Nagaland. Thus, a visit here is another ideal thing to do. For sightseeing, Shiloh Lake is amongst the top attractions, also known as Lachem Lake. This water body, along with being scenic, is reckoned as the home of many spirits. Besides, there are also many exciting places to visit in this area. To name a few are the Glory Peak in Futsero, Zudo Lake and Phek Waterfall. Phek, like its neighboring place of Kohima, experiences hot and dry summers and pleasant to chilly winters. During monsoon, the rain pelts hard from time to time and thus makes it difficult for visitors to enjoy sightseeing. Therefore, the best time to visit remains between November and March. The town of Phek is situated at a distance of 145 kilometers from the town of Kohima and at a distance of 219 kilometers from the main city of Dimapur. So, to travel to Phek, one needs to travel through the road from Kohima. So, for those seeking some solitude amidst tranquil surroundings, Phek is an ideal travel destination to experience its surreal landscape and to learn about the tribal life in Nagaland and also to see it well conserved even today. This is Ramya with Asuno from Kohima for Northeast Diary.
With that, we have come to the end of this edition of Northeast Diary. Do join us next week to hear more stories from this enchanting part of India. Goodbye.